I know we've got a lot of football to talk about, and I promise you I'll get to it in just a moment, including a couple of free plays, a two-team teaser, and a look at your Sunday night game for the total between the Saints and the Cowboys, plus a rundown of who's hot and who's not, and a bunch of money-saving discount coupon codes as well. But first, guys, you are probably aware of the fact that Lou Reed passed away about a week and a half ago from complications involving a liver transplant that he had about a year and a half ago. Lou Reed, a guy who, commercially, yes, he had that one big monster hit. But that wasn't the impact that Lou Reed had on rock and roll in the history of music. I mean, he was a game changer in so many other ways. So naturally, this week, Rolling Stone, the Bible of the music industry, Rolling Stone, Lou Reed on the front cover. But here's the problem I have with Rolling Stone. And listen, I've been an avid reader for many, many, many years. This is the flip side of the Rolling Stone cover this week. Naya Rivera from Glee. First of all, if you're talking about Glee and Rolling Stone, that should not be allowed in the same conversation. But which cover do you think retailers will be displaying this week? The one honoring Lou Reed, the game changer in rock and roll, or this one? Yes, I thought you would agree with me. Anyway, guys, let's get going here today. Couldn't go any further without talking about Jeff Benton. What a week this guy has had. On Thursday night, he had his 100 dime winner number 3 out of 4. Stanford, little 10.5 point underdog, kicking Oregon's ass with ease. Then yesterday, had his first 150 dime play of his career in college football. Great game. Houston Cougars, almost a 2-touchdown underdog, only losing by 5 points against a yes, they are for real Central Florida Knights team in Orlando. Well, today he's raising the bar once more. First ever 200 dime pro football play of his career. His NFC game of the year, Carolina and San Francisco on the late card. Again, 200 dime play. First ever in his career. Bigger than yesterday's 150 dime winner on the Houston Cougars. Obviously twice as big as his 100 dime winner on Stanford outright as the 10.5 point dog on Thursday night. And to really frame it for you, it's 4 times bigger than the 50 dime winner he had on the Ravens and last year's Super Bowl. $10 bettors up a little over $5,800 the past 3+ months following Jeff Benton. So that's going today. Craig Davis, as I've told you many times, this is a guy that is formerly the president of fantasyfootball.com. His success in football has been documented here for years. He is a very successful handicapper in all sports, however, one of the most consistent guys here at the site. Bottom line, though, in the NFL over the past 2 years, he's made $10 bettors a little over $10,500. He's ruled off 5 straight Super Bowl winners. Today, not only is he going for winning day number 5 out of 6, but he also has 100 dime winner number 21 out of 32. His NFC North game of the year, the Detroit-Chicago contest, 2 times bigger than his 50 dime college football teaser on Baylor and Stanford on Thursday night. Bigger than his 5th straight Super Bowl winner, a 75 dimer on Baltimore over San Francisco back in February. So Craig Davis has that going for himself today. Hey guys, you want to save $22 off a single purchase today? All you've got to do is use coupon code 22 22 DOLLARS. That'll save you $22 off a single purchase of anything here at the site. Couple of promotions here for you. Brett Atkins, Friday night, you got his 25 dime Mountain West Total of the Year winner on oh God, who the hell was it? I guess I got to think about that if I'm going to tell you that he hit the damn thing. Air Force in New Mexico over the total, and you got it for just $5. Well, yesterday he had to play twice as strong. His 50 dime Mountain West Total of the Year winner, San Jose State and San Diego State over the total, and you got that winner as the $5 play of the day as well. So you got 75 dimes of profit for a total of $10. Well, today, guys, he has his 100 dime max wager NFL Total of the Year part number 2 going. Part number 1 was a couple of Sundays back when Washington and Denver went over the posted price. You got that play, in fact, as a $5 play of the day. Well, today, save $80 on Brett Atkins, 100 dime max wager Total of the Year winner number 2 in a row. Save $80 by using coupon code BRETT80, BRETT80, BRETT, and the number 80, no space between his name and the number. And finally, the $5 play of the day, turning to a guy who has made you a hell of a lot of money with his $5 play of the day releases that I've bestowed upon him over the past 5 months, that being Brad Wilton. His AFC Total of the Year It's on the Steelers-Bills contest, and it also happens to be 60-dime winner number 29 of 43. You can get it for just $5 today by using coupon code BRAD5. BRAD5, B-R-A-D, and the number 5. Remember, $10 bettors have won a little over $9,100 since July following Brad's betting advice. Now, listen, naturally, if I tell you the good, I got to tell you the bad, right? Not really that bad, but hey, look, Anthony Wright yesterday was going for 109, winner number 4 in a row. Just hit number 3 in a row on Tuesday night, Buffalo over Ohio, covering by 24 points, in fact. But 109, winner number 4 in a row was not to be yesterday, as he was on the wrong side of the LSU-Alabama game. However, he still has won 18 of the past 28 days, making a $10 better, a little over $4,300. And as I repeatedly have said to you over the years, the way you make a good-sized bankroll, a really big-sized bankroll, is that when you see shots, you've got to take them. You got to put the power of money to work for you, in other words. That's what A-Red took a shot at doing yesterday with his 4th straight 100-dime winner. It failed, but hey, 3 out of 4 100-dime plays and over $4,800 won in a 4-week period. Yeah, you can live with that, I think. Brian Rusika losing a 100-dime play as well yesterday. I think he was on LSU as well. I lost a 15-dime play, which matches my highest rated play in college football yesterday. I gave you a brilliant play. I gave you UL Monroe minus 3 points at home. I think Arkansas State just scored again. Arkansas State won by about 432 points in that contest as the road dog absolutely bushwhacked my play, giving me a 3rd straight losing day. Like I said, if I can tell you the good, I got to tell you the bad. Let's talk about your free picks here for today. Guys, I'm looking here. It happens to be that today, my best bet actually happens to be a teaser. My second highest rated play of the season, in fact. I had a 20-dime teaser winner last Sunday for you with Carolina and Dallas, and I have another 20-dime teaser going today. But your free pick also happens to be a teaser. And the reason is because I'm looking at today's card and I just don't see a lot of value out there. I see a lot of difficult games to pick a winning side. However, I'm looking at a couple of games and 2 teams, and specifically that I think are just ideal to play in a 2-team 6-point teaser. And the first one would be the New York Giants at home. And listen, I know how bad the Giants have been, but listen, they have won 2 in a row. They have covered 3 straight, and more importantly, they're taking on the Oakland Raiders. When we last saw the Oakland Raiders, Nick Foles was the second coming of Joe Namath, Johnny Unitas, and Peyton Manning, all rolled into one, throwing for 7 touchdown passes against that beleaguered Raiders defense. And that was in Oakland last week, okay? As the Eagles threw for over 542 yards. And I know Eli Manning has had a problem all year throwing the ball to the guys wearing the wrong color uniforms. I know that the Giants have struggled all year offensively, but coming off a bye, having won 2 in a row, I think this is a great place to take the Giants at home. Do I think the Giants can cover a 7-point number? Sheesh, I want to bet on the damn thing. But you put them in a 2-team 6-point teaser. Why I only need the Giants to win the game outright? I think they can get the job done. Listen, Terrell Pryor, I don't know if he was hurt when he was hit early in the Philadelphia game last week, but he certainly didn't look good. But then again, I don't think Terrell Pryor is much of an NFL quarterback, okay? He's a runner. I mean, you take a lead on the Raiders and you're down the tubes because he is a runner. There's a reason he has 9 interceptions versus just 5 touchdown passes this season. I like the fact that the Giants went out and rescued Peyton Hillis off the scrap heap. And he had a damn good game for them a couple of weeks back. I'm going to go with them. Raiders 2-8 against the spread their last 10 when playing on the East Coast. So I'll put New York in one half of the teaser. Again, the Giants -1 at home. And then I'm going to take another team off the bye, and it's going to be taking a look at Eli's older brother, Peyton. I think this is a real interesting game today. Denver -7 points at San Diego. And I think it's a fairly priced game as well. The Chargers have certainly played better at home than they have on the road. And listen, they gave the Washington Redskins all they can handle before succumbing in overtime last week in Washington. But their defense gave up over 500 yards in that contest. Now, Peyton Manning definitely got off to an incredible start this season, as we know. But the last couple games prior to their bye, he seemed to be struggling. Whether it was with a gimpy ankle, a sore shoulder, he just didn't seem right. I think the bye opportunity came at the perfect time. Of course, during that bye week, their head coach has to go in for heart surgery. So, John Fox is sidelined, but former Jacksonville Jaguars coach, their defensive coordinator, Jack Del Rio, taking over the team. So I think that is still beneficial for the Broncos. This could be a 3 or 4 point game. So I think that you play the safety way the safe way and go ahead and put Denver in a teaser. I don't think the Broncos are going to drop from the ranks of undefeated today. I don't think the Chargers are going to beat them. But I know one thing: Philip Rivers used to give Peyton's Colts a hell of a lot of trouble over the years. So I would much rather take the Broncos minus a point at San Diego as the other half of that two-team teaser, hooking them up with the New York Giants and going with them. And again, FYI, last 7 times Peyton Manning has come off a bye. His teams have gone 7-0 straight up and against the spread. And I think it's also interesting that 2 Sundays ago, I think it was 2 Sundays ago, it was Denver with that big second half rally at home against Washington. They held the Redskins to a season low 266 yards. And that's the same Washington team that just put 500 yards on the board against that San Diego defense last Sunday. So anyway, that's your teaser. And then let's take a look at the game between New Orleans and Dallas here this evening. The thing that really perplexes me about Dallas this season is that they just don't even try to run the ball. I understand DeMarco Murray has been in and out of the lineup this season, but even when he's in the lineup, they just refuse to run the ball. Well, if you're not going to run the ball and you get into an aerial duel with Drew Brees, well, that means a lot more time is going to be on the clock, a lot more scoring opportunities. And the fact is, I think the Cowboys are going to have to do some scoring here tonight, and I think that Drew Brees will be able to do some scoring for the Saints as well, facing a Dallas defense that is the worst in the league statistically overall and against the pass, that is just injury-riddled along the front line and in the secondary as well. I think that you got to play this game over. I don't think there's any other way. I think it could be a shootout. It could be a 37-27 game. It could be a 34-30 game. I think either way, you're taking the over, so what the hell's the difference? So again, I like this one going over the posted price for Dallas and New Orleans. And finally, we got a pretty damn good Sunday night game. Although, last week's Indianapolis and Houston was good, at least for one quarter. But some of these Sunday night games and Monday night games this season, anybody looking forward to tomorrow night's Monday night game? Nah, you're better off. Well, if you're going to read Rolling Stone, I'd start on this side personally. Again, which side would you buy? That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to y'all, and I will catch you again come Monday.